Ready? White 25. Mike 58, right there. It's a party now. Let's go.
The second-year man for USC, this is Ronald Jones. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second and 9, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing, Winston. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Jameis to throw it. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. First down, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. To throw is Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First down, Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demir Byrd, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Lee on to kick it away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Buddy up. Mike by four. Hey, pick your game up. Hustle, hustle. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
Murray with a third and long. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's got room. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
Rush in.
18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots, where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He may try and run for this. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Winston. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's now the Bears leading by a couple of touchdowns in that one. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, this one caught by Isabella. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
1st down, here's White. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona 1st. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return on this one as that kick's out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 15. Check 15.
They stay on the ground with White. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And able to find Kirk complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go now. 54. Let's go.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's White. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Under 10.
They keep it on the ground. White again. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Come on.
Winston. Caught by Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Winston now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
On 2nd and 9, Winston looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Stop your whining. 6 guys, check 6, where we go? 49, check 49, check 49. Check. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Now Winston. And that is incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, 1st down. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running out of the gun with White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. First and 10 at the 14. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Jameis to throw it. And he finds Howard complete. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. Now Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Ready? 54, right there, right there. We ain't giving him nothing today. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
First down, Murray. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Demir Berg with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 35 on 2nd down, Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Now White. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Damiere Byrd, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Byrd. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. But down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on fourth. That ball complete to Isabella. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucks are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. Get it.
Gabbert down to a knee, and that'll do it.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cardinals' 33-yard line.
Got it.